Yeah, that's... Can you stop? I don't know why OBS is doing that, dude, honestly. Yeah, here we go again. Luckily I look down here. I'm always going to have to make sure I look down when I turn this on, because this OBS is just being annoying. I might have to update it at some point, but I'm used to this. I don't want to update this because I'm used to how this is. I mean, I don't want to, in case it looks, the layout looks different. I will update at some point, but I just learned, I know how to use this thing right now in case they change stuff. I'll look into it, but anyway. In today's video, where I'm going to do Larry Boy Disc Swap with BFBB, Deep Voices. I don't think we've done Deep Voices before with this game. We've done it, like not this deep. So I'll do a video on Deep Voices, and then, yeah, that'd be enough for, I like to do different pitches, so I'll do one more, I don't know, I don't remember if I'm going to do on this, but I'll do it today. I don't remember. Hold on. Yeah. This is BFBB PS2, the file system. I added extra files for stuff I can, I'm going to be testing something with this, so I don't have to play all the different languages of Simpsons Hitting One, because you can't disc swap with the USA Hitting One. For whatever reason, it doesn't work. I don't know why. Even if you add more files to the ISO, that usually does make disc swapping support. Games that don't support disc swapping. For fun fact, if you guys go into the folders and add a folder, even if you don't put anything in it, just add more folders to the ISO. And when you actually use image burn, right there, and you can compact your ISO, and you can use it as an ISO. You can't run this like this. Like Dolphin Emulator, you can run the files because there's a sys folder you just open. The PS2 emulator, you can't. Once you open the files, you can't run them. You have to put them back to, an ISO image. But you can add empty files and then you can make them support. Hitting One doesn't. All it happens is when it does support it, it just goes. Yeah, nothing happens for whatever reason. It won't read. But if you grab the specific folder for sounds and voices, then it probably would work. The Europe version, you can play the entire Hitting One. You can play all the cutscenes. You can play, you can play the cutscenes too. They're very corrupted, but you can play them. I made a video on it on my laptop. I don't know when to release it though. I might release it. I don't know. Then then it plays all the car sounds. No, it plays all the cutscenes. Then it goes to static reads data like scripting. In the art folder, I do mod hit one PC, so I do know what's in the folders a little bit. I learned how to mod Hit One. Fun fact: I learned how to mod Hit One PC myself, because there's barely any tutorials online for how to make mission mods. So I learned that stuff on my own. Yeah, I did learn a little bit on my own just by messing with it. It's a very easy game to kind of mess with once you know what you're doing, but. I love modding Hitting One. It's fun. I mean, it's not easy. There's some things that can be annoying with it, but it's very fun. I mean, if you want to make your own custom characters, your own custom maps, yeah, okay, of course. That's gonna be probably more advanced. BFBB doesn't have that problem because Industrial Perk is a very great. Industrial Perk allows you to make custom maps with empty files. I don't think Hitting One has that option for Lucas Pro Tools. I don't know if it does. Correct me if I'm wrong about that. If the Lucas tools have a feature to load an empty map with the default stuff to run the map, and then because BFBB does, you can open an empty level and then you can make your own level with Blender and stuff. Yeah, they literally give you files for BFBB movie game and Scooby. Okay, don't even count Scooby. Something's wrong with the Scooby game. You can't. I don't know what's wrong with it. You can't even move in the levels. Now they did update the other files. Did they fix that? I don't know how to fix this. Nobody I know mods Scooby-Doo though. It makes their own missions and it makes their own levels. They take stuff from the Scooby game. I don't know how to get that to work. How to make Scooby-Doo levels from scratch. Because every time I try to open an empty level, I can't move. The damn doggy won't move. He gets stuck in midair, just floating. Even when I put him on the ground, he won't move. Anyway. I get add folders here, so we have Hitting One PS2 USA, not Europe. So now we can just play the English voices, but okay, this is the levels that are up here that you don't hear, so I put them there. What folder is it? Perhaps it's this one? Nope. Nope. Free? Yeah. B is The Simpsons Hit 1. So yeah, we took all the files that are for audio. I think that this says S sound, S effects. And then, yeah, the other stuff. So I took all that. These are the 3 files I took. And I hope they work. Well, yeah, they work by default by doing this. Then this is Simpsons World Rage. The World Rage comes with a sound folder. Everything's in here. So you got the English. Here's all the character dialogue. If you wanted, you can't just swap with World Rage, by the way, on its own. It won't support this game. It won't support BFBB with World Rage either. Larry Boy and the Bad Apple with World Rage. BFBB will, no, it won't work. You have to actually. Here's the file that you want for dialogue. If you want to play the dialogue with this swap, it's this folder right here. This one. Yeah, grab this one, and if you put it in a BFBB, you put it in your BFBB game. You just swap Larry Boy with this. You can play all the audio. I'll make a video on it, but if you don't do this yourself, that's how you do it. I took everything. I want to play everything. The SFX, we have the so it's compatible with the cars and everything. So World Rage doesn't have as much stuff other than just driving and picking up passengers. You can't go in the Cookie Mart. You can't go in buildings, but there's a lot of characters that are in the show still. There's Mole Man, there's Mo, there's Reverend Lovejoy is actually in this game, and the Kabapple, which aren't in Hit and One for whatever reason. Too bad. It's too bad actually, but yeah, we have a lot of files in here just to read stuff, but. And that's later on in the folder list. If I do Larry Boy, you know how this game works. It just keeps reading the files. So if I start the ISO, it's going to act like a music CD or a audiobook. Track 1, it'll keep going. It will give up, but it will go on for so long. So you can use this trick. I love this drop glitch of this game, dude. I just can't get over it, dude. It's fun because you can do it with so many different games, dude. Yeah, it also works with World Rage. I have to make a video on it. Monsters Inc. Yeah, sadly does not work. The voice files don't pick up properly. They're all like staticky. Yeah, that sucks. That game has Boo, yeah, too bad I can't do it with that game. What I could do is try to dump the voice files on their own, or go online and see if somebody put voice files on the internet, and then I can just record them on my Audacity, then put them in as a swap like that. I could try that, but that's not with the CD itself. I know, but you can't do it one way, you can do it another way. That's why I do it. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to get some BFBB. The World Rage stuff and Hit 1 stuff is in here, so I'm not going to play the whole BFBB. I'm going to play a little bit of it, because we got a lot of files from World Rage. We got Hit 1 files in this ISO. No, it's not confused. Yeah, this is a BFBB game I'm using right now. I'm using Larry Boy with BFBB, but it's a custom BFBB. Like I showed you, it's got files from Hit 1 World Rage in there. So it's fun. You can do that, and then you can just swap. If you wanted to play specific files, it won't get to. If you put them in the BFBB game, it will read them. Some pretty cool stuff I found. Yeah, like you can't play some. The voice files are very far in the discs. Like some games are really far in the disc. So if you grab the files and put them in here, then once it reaches that folder, it's going to play them. For those that don't know, how Larry Boy works is it goes for all the files. So it starts with HB, goes for all these files, which we don't have. Well, I do have. I put the sound effects for Special Project Any in here just because I like to play them sometimes. So I put them here. They're in here earlier now. Yeah, you can play around with this. Like for movie game, for example, I can put the Ice Cream Parlor in multiple levels. So I can play the Goofy Gooba level in multiple areas if I wanted to. Yeah, you can do that. Just duplicate the folder. And you can hear it again, and it'll keep reading it. Yeah. This glitch, dude, is so weird. It's very fun. And then you get to the custom folder. Here you are. It will play whatever in the files. And what's in this file? Hit 1. Card sounds, I guess, dialogue and the SFX sounds, which means everything. And this is the English game, so we won't have to go through the French style and everything. I'm gonna do another video on this actually at some point. Not now. I don't want to have done this. I will do another video on if this works. If the USA game works, I'll do another video on it with just the English stuff. I won't have to play this folder with the Europe version. It goes back and forth between Europe, French, Japan, all the languages. It doesn't, like, for example, if it plays the sound effect for the garbage can, the garbage where Barney and Otto are in the garbage, it will play English dialogue. Then it will play the French dialogue. Then it goes through all the languages. I just want to play the English dialogue since I speak English. So if you want to play only English, you're gonna have to use the US version, hitting one. But I couldn't get the US version to work for this swapping. So hopefully, just grabbing the files alt-right for English version, now it will support it. So hopefully it does support it. So, but we're gonna be playing a lot of files. There's Downtown. I put Downtown in an earlier folder. There's Goo Lagoon files. So I'll play a little bit of this, and then I'm gonna I'll do one more BFBB video. That's it for this game. Then we're gonna start messing with BFBB, just swapping with our games again. Yeah, I have more games this game works with. I found more games this game's. I can do this with so many games, dude. It's just. And the thing about this game is not just reads a little bit and gives up. No, this game it keeps scanning the folders. It's cool. It's generally really cool, dude.
Fried cooking for you until the Krusty Krab is robot free. Phew, you had me worried there for a bit, boy. Worried for me money, of course. Here, take this as your reward. The only good robot is the one that's given me them shiny objects. Go away, SpongeBob. You're polluting my thinking space. I've got bigger fish to fry. I've got to figure out how to regain control of the chum bucket from those robots. Well, I don't know. Not for me, though, that's for sure. They just showed up out of nowhere and started calling me rude names and throwing things. They even bent all my spoons. I love those spoons like they were my children. Oh, won't you help me stop them? Before they banged all my forks. Golden spatulas, eh? SpongeBob, if you can get me back into the chum bucket, I'll give you a bucket full of golden spatulas. In your dreams. What are you waiting for, SpongeBob? Show those robots who's boss. Me? Yes? What is it? Have they? I really haven't noticed. SpongeBob, I'm your friend, right? Exactly, and as your non-friend, I worry about you. Like right now, you're thinking too much. I'm worried you might really hurt yourself. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna think for you. This way you won't hurt yourself, and you can just keep working on getting me into the chum bucket. Hurry up, I've got big plans to proceed with. Yes, it's the chum bucket security system. I designed it myself. It makes me so proud. It was meant to keep out the hateful throngs of the unwashed. Unfortunately, I never figured I'd be on this side of it. We, of course, meaning you, we're gonna have to go out there and get those golden spatulas. Or I'll never get back into the chum bucket and regain control of my robots. I said, will I ever get back into the chum bucket to stain all my pots? Yes. Keep looking for golden spatulas, SpongeBob. I'm sure that my robots out there have some. No, well, maybe, but can I have that back? I need it for my tax write-off. Well, duh. Fine, tell everyone. Be a big tattletale. I'm still smarter than all of you. Maybe this day won't be mine. Or the next. Or possibly even the next. Or 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 the next after that. But the one after the next, after the next, after the next, after that. Well, that one after that, right next to that one, that will be my day. Hello, sir. May I help you? Each time you see a new movie, it will appear here on this list for you to view again at your own leisure. No. Sir, I'm on break now. What would you like to see today, sir? May I help you? Hey, SpongeBob! I just dropped by to give you a bubble hand. You see, you're going to need to learn some new bubble-blowing moves if you're going to journey to the 9th dimension and defeat the giant monkey man. Oh, yeah, sorry. I've been in the soap bottle a little too long. Where were we? Right! Press this button and you'll launch yourself straight up in the air with bubble power that defeats anything that is directly above you. Try it out. Don't forget to defeat robots or tikis that are directly above you. Press this button. Remember though, the bubble blow only works on things that are close to the ground. Abso-positively, SpongeBob. I would if I had pinkies. Yeah, maybe later. Now, pay attention, SpongeBob. This bubble's a doozy. When you're not moving, press this button, and you'll blow a bubble that you can steer as it flies through the air. Aim carefully, though. You've only got a few seconds of flight time before the bubble pops. Because, SpongeBob... No more fry cooking? You will? What's wrong, Mr. Krabs? You don't look so good. Defiling the Krusty Krab? Is there no end to their evil? What are we going to do, Mr. Krabs? Of course. Now where did I put it? Oh, that one. It's lost. Well, they're lost. A bunch of robots came through here and stole my whole sword collection. I could use some help getting them back. Okay then, for every 10 socks you bring back to me, I'll give you a golden turkey baster. Bless you. Did you find my lost socks? Oh, did they find you? Well, SpongeBob, you found some. Here's your golden back scratcher. I don't speak Italian. Now if I could only find my other sock. What sock?
Sure thing, Patrick. What are best friends for? Well, if that one's lost, where are your other socks? Hey, Patrick. Nice sock. You mean spatula? Not yet, Patrick. Now they're back home, safe where they belong. Spatula. It's on your head, remember? Living under a rock. Now that's the life. The one you're standing on.
Let me teach you how to bowl a bubble. Press this button and you'll bowl a bubble that can knock down robots from a safe distance. Bubble bowling is an important skill to master. Remember to press this button. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
There's nothing like the sounds of your own neighborhood.
Those stupid robots ruined a perfectly relaxing mud bath this morning. And now you show up. Can my day get any more dreary? Oh, I correct myself. I should have known that whole robot problem involved both of you. Why don't you move to another town? That should help out more than enough. Ha! Ha! Move to another town. I crack me up. But seriously, just jump around like an idiot. That should at least make me smile. You're in my light. Okay, just stop jumping, will you? If you take this golden spatula, will you please go away? Don't touch me. Didn't I pay you to go away?
I am so sorry, Squidward, Patrick and I were just playing a game, and Squidward, I don't know what to do. How can I fix everything? See, Squidward, I knew that you could help me out. You're the best. Hey, Squidward. I didn't know Squidward had a lamp.
What sock? Oh, that one. It's lost. Well, they're more lost. A bunch of robots came through here and stole my whole sock collection. I could use some help getting them back. Okay then. For every 10 socks you bring back to me, I'll give you a golden turkey baster. Bless you. Did you find my lost socks? Oh. Did they find you? Well, SpongeBob, you found some. Here's your golden back scratcher. I don't speak Italian. Now if I could only find my other sock. Well, of course. Now where did I put it?
Hey, Patrick. Nice sock. Well, if that one's lost, where are your other socks? Sure thing, Patrick. What are best friends for? You mean spatula? Not yet, Patrick. Now they're back home, safe where they belong. Spatula. It's on your head, remember? Living under a rock. Now that's the life.
Ouch! Ouch! Oh! Oh! Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy!
Hey, this is mine! Oh goody, another one. Have you been lonely out there all alone? That's much better. Quiet as a whistle. I don't think SpongeBob's underwear fits quite right. You broke my rhythm. Now I'm gonna break something of yours. Do we get ice cream now? Where am I? Good morning, McKitty Madam! Hey, what just happened? Hey, what just happened? So bright, so shiny. Okay, so now what? Is this all? I thought it was gonna be an ice cream cone. So what do I do with this? I forget. Pretty sparkly thingy. How many of these do I have to carry? How many of these do I have to carry? So shiny. Must push button. Can't stop self. I wonder what this does. I push the big shiny button. Can it be? Oof. Hey, my back feels better. Ooh. Ooh, a present never won. Boom. It went boom. Oh, again. Kaboom. The robot go boom. He's only big if you think he is. That's pretty high up. I don't sneak very well. Uh-oh, this one goes boom. Hard as a rock. I will crush them. I don't get it. Ah, tartar sauce. It's kind of hypnotic. Now I'm gonna get all wet. Wooden presents. Get a dog, little Arnie. Get a dog. Uh-oh, I can't get too close. Come on out and fight like a crustacean. It's the biggest, scariest jellyfish I've ever seen. I like bubbles. There's more than one. Oh, wow. I'm huger than normal today. That's the biggest Sandy I've ever seen, except when she was hibernating. Please don't shingle me, Mr. Dutchman. I don't think this is good. Oh, goody, another one! Oh, goody, another one! Ooh, another one! Bam! Kaboom! I sure gotta carry a lot of stuff around. Ooh, up we go! Barnacles, fish sticks, fish paste, tartar sauce.
Ow! Ow! Ouch! Ouch!
The ultimate wedgie experience. Number one in the Bikini Bottom scavenger hunt 3 years running. Thank you. I feel like a new sponge. Fresh like a spring breeze. Boy, Patrick will be glad to have this back. Another find for Patrick. P.U. Patrick needs to do laundry. Ready for another fantastic day. Go SpongeBob, go SpongeBob, go SpongeBob, go SpongeBob. It's your birthday. 998, 999, 1000. Ready or not, here I come. As long as these pants are square and this sponge is Bob, I will not let Bikini Bottom down. I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. It's not just any sponge, it's Super Sponge, soaking up crime, bringing it around town. Victory screech! Oh! Have you ever seen a more perfect spatula of shiny golden goodness? Wow, really? For me? Oh, you shouldn't have. too pretty. Can't take it. Cha-ching! It shines. Oh, sparkly. Roll the sponge. I'm rollerific. Up for a game of sponge ball? There's nothing like the smell of bubbles in the morning. Smells like victory. SpongeBob to mission control. The launch is a go. Still like Bolorama. Coming at ya. Sometimes pushing a simple button is the most satisfying. Push, 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 push. Ow! I'm being shanghaied! Pow! I'll just sneak up on him. Okay, that's creepy. I love opening presents. Kabam! Now how to get this one open? Gotta watch out for the boom. Somehow I don't think he needs a hand. Tartar sauce! The horror! Hammer! I get it! Just my size. Time for a little sleepy sneak. Rain, rain, go away. Slippery road ahead. Terror in triplicate. Here, boy. Here, boy. It's almost too pretty to break. Almost. He looked a lot bigger on TV. Watch the tentacles. Ouch! As if the small version weren't enough. Oh, this is so creepy. The bigger they are, the harder they hit. A giant sandy robot. I'm doomed. Kerplooey! Take that! Go, SpongeBob! It's your birthday. Bye. Boing. 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 Barnacles. Tartar sauce. Tartar sauce. Fish sticks. Fish sticks. Fish sticks. Barnacles. Tartar sauce. Oh, barnacles. Fish paste. Fish paste. Fish paste! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Whee! 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 Flash! Sponge wearing 5 pairs of underwear coming through. Now I can wear 4 pairs of underwear. This is great. Wow. 6 pairs of underwear. I am one unbeatable sponge. It shines. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Say hello to my little bubble friend. SpongeBob to mission control. The launch is a go. Bubble power! You've just met the Sponginator. Pow! Okay, that's better. Feeling refreshed. Ew. Can't believe I'm wearing SpongeBob's underwear. Ooh. Do I really have to carry Patrick's socks? Well, I suppose it'll make Patrick happy. There's another one. Squirrel power! This is where the real action is. Nothing can stop a land critter. This one's for Texas. There's nothing a land critter can't handle. This is where the real action is. The shinier the better. Someone better make good use of all these. Well, that's awful pretty. Someone better make good use of all these. Well, heck, that worked. It said push, and I obliged. Awful sporting of someone to make the buttons big and red like. Gotcha! Nothing like a bit of roping to get the heart pumping. Yee-haw! Flying squirrel coming through. Woo-hoo! Cowabunga! Ha! Hiya! Hey! Yeah! Take that! Oh! Yeah! Like a Texas thunderstorm. Way too much makeup. Stop your staring at me. Buzz off, you little pests. Them's tough nuts to crack. Cowardly little fellas. You can thunder all you want, but I'm still coming for you. I'm getting dizzy just watching. Not as good as Texas barbecue sauce. I hate wasting good victuals. It's a 3-for-1 deal. Get along, little doggy. What's so great about being quiet anyways? Mr. Dutchman, you just got on my last nerve. Prawn, I'm bringing you in. You're just a bag full of jelly. A little oil doesn't scare me. I'm from Texas. Well, don't that beat all? Good gracious, but that sponge big. He may be shinier than the real Patrick, but he's not any brighter. That's the orneriest robot yet. That's for messing with Texas. One less varmint. Good riddance. A prize in every one. Toasted Tiki Texas style. Bam! There's another one. The shinier the better. Bam! That's for messing with Texas. Opening up a big can of whoop. Aw, shucks. Fiddlesticks. Horny toads. Dang nabbit. Alright, but it's gonna take a while to get all this dust. Can we just load them up in the boats? Why not? Couldn't we just drive in a straight line? Those fiends, they've thought of everything. Never fear, Mrs. Puff. I'll get those steering wheels back. How about a driver's license instead? Well, there were these robots. I met Sandy, and the lighthouse was... Thanks, Mrs. Puff. Now I'll help you guys evacuate. Oh, don't I? Well, if I don't, then what's this? Oh, hi, Gary. Yes, thanks for noticing. I have been working out. Oh, that's the entrance to the rooftops which leads to the lighthouse? Aha! There's another golden spatula. I could really use that. What do you mean get Sandy to help me? I can get through this. Oh, that gap looks big. Okay, I'm definitely not making that jump. How is anyone going to get across there? Uh-oh, more robots. Holy Dutchman's ghost! That gap looks impossible! And impassable! Okay, I'll go get Sandy to help me out. Get Sandy and head to the smokestack's door. Check. Get Sandy. Head to smokestack's door. Check.
SpongeBob, the robots are destroying downtown Bikini Bottom. We have to evacuate. Not vacuum. Evacuate. We have to get everyone to safety. That won't do any good because the robots have taken all the steering wheels. No, there are too many turns. SpongeBob, if you're involved, I always fear. But I tell you what, if you can pull this off, I'll give you a golden spatula. Nice try, SpongeBob. I'm impressed. How did you fight? Okay. Sorry I asked. Here's the golden spatula that I promised you. But SpongeBob, you don't have a driver's license. No, you don't. A library card. Well, if it isn't Sandy Cheeks.
Howdy, Mrs. Puff.
Without steering wheels, we can't use the boats to evacuate. Find them for me in downtown Bikini Bottom. SpongeBob, we need those steering wheels. Now hurry! There have to be some non-student drivers around here.
Hey, Gary. Howdy, Bubble Buddy.
Meow?
Meow, meow. Meow, meow. 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 This door is locked from the inside. Who would do such a thing? You'll have to open this door from the inside. You'll have to open this door from the inside. Hey there, Sandy. Hey there, SpongeBob. Bubble Buddy. Not done? Doesn't that mean downtown Bikini Bottom? Once a bustling metropolis, now a debris-covered crater.
Guys, I just thought of something that I have to try. I just thought of something. What would happen if we would actually take the voice files of The Simpsons Hit and Run US and then put them in a custom... We move all the BFBB folders except for the stuff like the system file that makes the game, one. You need that to make the actual work. Keep the system files. We move all the hot files and then put in a bunch of voice files just in the folder. And then you load up The Simpsons Hit and Run USA, the actual game. Disk swap with the BFBB stuff with all the audio of Hit and Run, just the audio files. What would it do if it only has that? It will run the game because I kept the system files to make the PS2 work. But what would it do? Yeah, would it turn if I talk to Marge? Would it still be Marge but corrupted, or would it be because it's got all the audio files? How would that work? That'll be interesting, and I will be trying that at some point.
Yes, sir. That there antenna is shinier than a $3 bill. Well, why don't you replace it yourself? So, what's jumping got to do with it? Woo! That's taller than a glass of Texas iced tea. Yeah, great. So what are you gonna do with the old antenna? Well, I have been getting bad TV reception in the tree dome. Okay, Larry, you got a deal. Hey, Larry, what's shaking?
Hey, Larry. Sandy, boy, am I glad to see you. I need your help. My TV reception has been terrible lately. I need to have someone replace my old antenna with this shiny new one. I'm not really much of a jumper, because the old antenna is up there. The robots have blocked off that building, and I can't do all those fancy moves you and SpongeBob do to get across these gaps. All I could do is flex. Wanna see? All that? It's yours if you replace it with a new one. Please replace my antenna at the far end of these rooftops. Oh, thank you. I can finally watch those reruns of the Rockfish Files. Please replace my antenna at the far end of these rooftops. I don't know how I've lived this long without good reception. Thank you again. What's happening, SpongeBob?
I'm not afraid of heights. I am not afraid of heights. I am not afraid of heights. Why would I want to break the tikis, Mr. Krabs? Mr. Krabs, how can you think of money at a time like this? That's horrible. The sea needle is the cradle of Crochet Corner. What kind of funny names? That's not very funny. Ugly! All right, Mr. Krabs, break them I shall. You've got a deal.
Ah, there you are, boy. Someone's broken the sea needle. Yes? Yes, it is. But what's more important is that there are tikis and shiny objects just outside the windows. Easy. I just clear...
See, that's right. That I know what I meant by doing it with a deeper voice. If a voice is too quick, it'll be normal speed or slower, not as slow. See, that's what I meant by that. Mr. Krabs, for some reason in the sea needle, he's got a very fast chipmunk voice in this spot. No, he actually does. If you just swap, he'll be very quick. Or if you use the SpongeBob Arena audio glitch on GameCube by going to the credits 12 times, I think, 11, 12 times, something like that. If you keep going to downtown over and over and over again, like the Sadie Shows level, and use the cruise bubble to store the sounds, because that's apparently what you have to do. Keep going to that level, then go back to Bikini Bottom. It will play all the audio, just like what this glitch does. And it will play the audio and the SP folder. It reads that all the time for whatever reason. With the SpongeBob Arena glitch, you're gonna hear the SpongeBob and Sandy sounds, or SpongeBob and Patrick sounds, depending what level you're in, with the level audio. But what I'm saying is, when it reads that file, it can be very quick. And if you talk to the fish guy on SpongeBob's Pineapple, it'd be very quick. Yeah, because that line's for some reason very fast. But since we disc swapped with a slower pitch, that line's now slower. That's what I meant by that. But it's not deep like it's not deep like that. But you see how it's normal voice for Mr. Krabs? If I was doing it with a faster voice pitch, that'd be faster. That's what I meant by that. That's how you get games that are too quick to be slower. That's what I meant by that. And I know what I mean now. If you didn't know what I meant, because it's hard to explain this, that's what I meant by that. So.
my mind. Money, money, money. Now listen here, boy. You know that I'll give you golden spatulas if you bring me shiny objects. But I'm going to sweeten the deal. If you can break all the tikis here at the Sea Needle, I'll give you a bonus golden spatula. Because they were laughing at you and calling you funny names. You know, SpongeBob Butt Pants. No. But they said your mom was ugly. Smash all the tikis, and for your troubles, I'll give you a golden spatula. Good work, boy. Here's the golden spatula, like I promised. Don't give up on me now. You've got to keep trying me, boyo. There's more golden spatulas in the deep blue sea. Be on the lookout.
Ahoy there, Sandy. Top of the morning to you, Mr. Krabs. Actually, it's a good thing you showed up, young sponge of goodness. Yes, a bunch of evil robots have taken over the Murmur security system. It's up to you to shut it down and stop them. Because it's Thursday and we have a whole bunch of doctor's appointments. Go talk to the Murmur computer in the next room. She'll tell you what to do. To the doctor's office. Away! Go see the computer in the next room. She'll tell you what to do. There's still plenty of robots running around. Come back anytime.
You shouldn't sneak up on Mermaid Man like that. His heart's not so good. Come to think of it, nothing on him is that good anymore. Alright, kid, knock it off. Just tell us what you want. That's not what I meant. It is? Well, why him? We're perfectly capable superheroes. Ah, fish sticks. I forgot.
Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. Sorry, Mermaid Man. It's just that I'm always so excited to see you two. Standing in your awesome presence gives me the chills of justice. See? I've got goosebumps on my goosebumps on my goosebumps on my goosebumps on my... Well, I really want a new pair of sunglasses. Patrick said on my old ones. It is? I accept this awesome responsibility, Mermaid Man. You won't be disappointed. Shamed, maybe, but not disappointed.
those two old coots sent me in to get updated with the Murmalair computer. But since you're here now, I'll let you do it. It's right over there. Oh, look at this place. I mean, please. Would it kill them to lay down a few throw rugs? And all this wasted space? How did those two old fogies make all this? Never mind. SpongeBob, how do I get out of here? Non-booby-trapped, please. Go away, Patrick. I'm waiting for SpongeBob. I can't believe I just said that. I got a job for somebody who can throw things. True. But I already threw something. I just threw out my back. All you have to do is pick up a throw fruit and throw it into each of those funnel machines. No, throw the throw fruit. You might want to be quick about it. I tend to explode. I mean, they tend to explode. Is the television fixed yet? All you have to do is throw one throw fruit into each of those funnel machines. You did it! Now I can get some sleep. Hey, little square kid, where's my fiber drink? Gonna need a lot more power to activate the hydroacoustic Doppler modulator. You think you can handle this? Now listen up. There are 8 cylinders over there. If you throw something at the cylinders, it'll turn around to the power side. Turn all 8 cylinders around to the power side and I'll give you a reward. Just start turning those cylinders. You need to turn all 8 cylinders around to the power side. Throw something at a cylinder to spin it around. Well done. Now there's enough power. Why, my foot bath, of course. Here, have a golden spatula. Now, how to get some bath salts? Leave it to us. I'm great at throwing things. Throw the tofu. I know you. You're that guy. I can see Squidward's house from up here. And he's not wearing any pants. Oh wait, he never wears pants. Sorry, what was that? I was watching Squidward. What do you need all that power for? Hey, Squidward. Hey, you're yellow. When did that happen? You're my hero. Press the buttons. Got it. Return here. Got it.
Listening. Got it. But Mermaid Man, you're the best thrower there is. What? Squidward, am I happy to see you? And not just the kind of happy you feel in the front of your knees, but the kind of happy you feel in the back of your elbow. Oh, you'll never believe what's been happening. Oh, that's easy. In episode 27, the Mermalair is invaded by the digging monsters of Bermuda, and well, that depends. Do you want the booby-trapped or the non-booby-trapped exit? Then go that way. Or maybe it was that way. In order for me to regain control of the security system, you need to press all the override buttons spread throughout the Mermalair. The first one is here. When you have pressed them all, you should return here to press the master shutdown button. You will be rewarded. Are you listening to me? SpongeBob, press all of the security override buttons throughout the Mermalair. Then return here and press the master shutdown button. You have pressed all the security buttons. Now press the master shutdown button. All you have to do now is press the master shutdown button. Press the master shutdown button. I have regained control of the security system. Here is the reward I promised you. You should go help Mermaid Man. He's in the villain containment area. Hello, Mermalair computer. The Mermalair. Secret fortress of the wrinkly superheroes, Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. Gary, I see you've made your way down to the deepest recesses of the Mermalair. Oh, you took the elevator. Well, how do I get to the top of this room? You're right. I bet those tunnels will take me up to the top. Good thinking, Gary. No time to talk, Gary. I'm on an important mission for Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. Meow. 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 Look, boy. There's gold under that glass. Gold, I say. My eyes are getting sweaty just looking at it. All you have to do is get that great big ball into that there cup. You start the process by bubble bowling up this ramp to hit that button. Good luck, SpongeBob. My wallet's counting on you. In order for the ball to reach the end, you'll have to move the pieces of machinery along the track. Well done, SpongeBob. Now, how's about giving old Mr. Krabs that shiny gold? I'll give you promotion. Sure. You'll get a whole extra 10 seconds added to your break time. I understand, boy. I'll just dock 30 seconds from your break time instead. Ahoy there, SpongeBob!
How do I get the ball rolling, Mr. Krabs? A promotion?
Woo! 20-second break!
Do I dare? No, I'm sorry, Mr. Krabs. As enticing as that sounds, I can't give this to you. I need every golden spatula I can get. Wow! That means I have a negative 20-second break. Oh, thanks, Mr. Krabs. Man Ray! Vietnam!
Prawn is safely locked away again, thanks to you, Frankie. My name's SpongeBob. Here, I found this in my sock drawer, next to a bunch of pink socks. It's another golden spatula. Thank you, Mermaid Man. I shall always live my life by your shining example. Let goodness and kindness. Are you still here? Well, the security system has been shut down, and we got a good checkup. Hooray for justice in all its multi-splendid glory! Yeah, well, Justice Boy, you also cut the power to the Mermalair's VCS. That's Villain Containment System. Is that bad? Does Mermaid Man smell like sour milk? Yes! Yes, I do! Oh no. It looks like one of the villains is broken free. What's that? An evildoer on the loose? Who is it? Man Ray? The atomic flounder? The dirty bubble? No, worse than that. He's your arch enemy. Prawn. Prawn! Did someone call? Oh, I thought maybe I was looking at superheroes. But now I see it's just a couple of pieces of gnarled driftwood. Prawn! I'll never forgive you, you madman! What did Prawn do? The worst thing you can imagine. He put all of Mermaid Man's white clothes in a washer with a red sock. Everything I own turned pink. Pink! How horrible! Personally, I thought pink made you very pretty. Really? Sure, pretty stupid. Yikes. What is that yellow thing? Some kind of mold? I'm not mold, I'm a sponge. There's a cellular difference. A cellular difference! Yeah, thanks for the lesson, Dr. Science. See you later, Pinky. By the 7 seas. Prawn. I shall not rest until you are captured. But first, I shall have to change from my secret identity into Mermaid Man. You don't have a secret identity, you coot. Maybe you better take care of porn while I take care of this. I shall avenge you, Mermaid Man. Spatula right after Patrick's rock. Gotcha. Well, I almost made it. Where do I go again? Oh yeah, right after Patrick's rock. Thanks. You wanna leave now? I know it's my dream, but I want you to stay. Aw, thanks, buddy. Meow. 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 With sleep comes dreams. What mischief can be found in this subaquatic somnambulant realm? Everything in Texas is big, even dreams. My dream, my rules. I'll get that spatula faster than a Texas jackrabbit crossing a 4-lane highway. It's easier said than done. Squirrels, we're tough like that. I could do it in my sleep. As I said, in my sleep. I'll do it so fast it'll make your head spin faster than a horny toad on a merry-go-round.
Hello, Plankton. Hey, Larry. Who puts challenges in their own dreams? Oh, you'll need to be real tough to make this series of swings. You are asleep. Well, there's a golden spatula out there for you if you make it far enough. Why can't I ever just dream normal dreams of world domination? These swingers lead to something. No one likes a quitter. That's why everyone hates me. So try again. All this beautiful mayhem wasted on some brainless tin cans. SpongeBob, my favorite and only lackey. That's what I need, a creature with a backbone.
Hello, Plankton.
Wow, your dream is massive. Then you're just the right person to reach the spatula on top of that golden acorn. There's only one way to that acorn. This sky slide. Wow, if anyone was gonna make it down this sky slide, it was gonna be you. Good try. Keep up your speed, stay on the track, and you'll make it. Hey, if you're not busy later, come work out at the gym in my dream bubble. What's happening, SpongeBob? Good luck, boy. When you get there, try to wake him up. I'm running out of aspirin. Hard time, boy. Or at least it feels like it. Do you think you can make it across this sheet of music to the golden spatula on Squidward's big nose? For heaven's sake, boy, cover your ears. There's a spatula at the end of this long line of notes. Good job! Now, let's hoist anchor and get out of here. You've got to get that spatula and end this cacophony. You know, after a while it grows on you. I should play this as background music in the Krusty Krab. What do you think?
Mr. Krabs? What are you doing in Squidward's dream? Don't worry, Mr. Krabs. I'll end this challenge on a high note.
Forget the hat. Get that spatula and get us out of here. We don't have time for this. End this nightmare for crying out loud. Amazingly awful, you mean? What a surprise. I can't escape work anywhere. Finally. Now we can leave. But first, I need my paycheck. Mr. Krabs? Excuse me. Mr. Krabs?
Squidward, this is amazing. Mr. Krabs is dreaming of the Krusty Krab. Whoa! Lunch rush! I better grab my hat and... It's like a shiny golden toothpick that holds together the bun of...
You have to pass my test before you get this golden spatula. Very well. Your challenge is to find the golden spatula. You did it! Now here is your reward. I challenge you to... Yes, you did? Then here's your reward. I did? Then I challenge you to...
Patrick, you have a golden spatula. Give it here. Very well, sir. Challenge accepted. You're holding it. Patrick, I already solved the challenge. You already gave it to me. Patrick, I've gotta go. Gary, needs another bath. robot? I don't know, Mrs. Puff. It looks like they're having a lot of fun. Can do, Mrs. Puff. Yes, Bubble Buddy, I am. Have you seen one? Oh, at the top of the sandcastle. Right. That should be easy to reach. Oh, no. Everyone'll burn. And then they'll get all itchy and peel. But I, can't swim. If I had a castle, I'd name it Fort Pattytown III. And Fort Pattytown III would have a big bake sale every Monday.
Well, you do look a little red.
I'm a starfish. What are you? Oh, that makes sense. I thought the gym was already trained. Hello, lady. Sure thing, lady. Oh no, the children's balloons have been overfilled. They're carrying the children out of control. Yes, too much fun if you ask me. You can save the children by bubble bashing each of the balloons. Bubble bash all the balloons, then come see me for a reward. You can save the children by bubble bashing each of the balloons. My hero! You've saved the children. Here's a golden spatula as a reward. Thank goodness the children are safe. Hi, Patrick. Have you seen SpongeBob? If you see him, let him know I'm looking for him. That water looks mighty cold. Smoothies! Yummy. Oh, I can't swim! A little shade on a hot day. I'm getting that sinking feeling. Water rising. Must get to higher ground. SpongeBob, do I look burned? Barnacles. That darn robot. Yeah. A big robot stole everybody's sunscreen. Exactly. You can't spend a day at the beach without sunscreen. That sun is way too hot. That robot is out on the island. Nobody can get to him. SpongeBob, maybe you can use those sun reflectors to point the sun's rays on that robot. If you hit one of the buttons on the side of a lifeguard tower, the reflector will turn. Connect all the towers and the light will shoot right out of the big reflector on the island. Then all you have to do is swim out to the island and turn the big reflector onto the robot. I'll stay here and protect the babes. If you hit one of the buttons on the side of a lifeguard tower, the reflector will turn. Connect all the towers and shoot the light out to the big reflector on the island. When the light is pointed at the island, go there and turn the last reflector. Congratulations, SpongeBob! You're king of the beach! Here, have a golden spatula. Thanks for your help, SpongeBob. You know, we should talk about personal gym training sometime. SpongeBob, I heard that you were collecting golden spatulas. Why, yes! We were having a sandcastle contest,
and somebody put a golden spatula on the top. The golden spatula? There's a golden spatula at the top of the sandcastle. Well done, SpongeBob. So, what are you supposed to be? I'm a figment of SpongeBob's imagination. Well, perhaps you should see for yourself. Goo Lagoon, a sun-drenched beach of sludge at the bottom of the sea. But all is not well here on Paradise. Hello there, Patrick.
Hello, Gary. What's new? You don't say. Squidward bought a new sweater? always so crazy. There's a golden spatula at the end of this cave. Thanks, Gary. And there's a golden spatula at the end of this cave. Wow! Meow, 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 meow.
Hey, Gary. SpongeBob, help me find Patrick. I have a task that I think he can help me with. Sorry, lad, but the carnival is closed. A pesky robot has taken over me ticket booth. And worse, me money. If you help me get rid of that no-good robot, I'll give you a big reward. Get rid of the robot in the ticket booth and I'll give you a reward. Well, it's not exactly what I had in mind. I hope my insurance covers all this. Why don't you try something less expensive? I mean, dangerous. I need them crazy robots cleared out of the bumper boats. When you've destroyed them all, come back and see me. When you've destroyed all the robots in the bumper boats, come back and see me. Here is your reward. Try not to destroy any more of the pier, will you? Ahoy there, SpongeBob!
monster? Who dares disturb the Flying Dutchman? I don't need any cookies. Look, kid, I'm too disturbed to scare the bejesus out of you right now. Come back later. It's these darn robots. They've thrown me off my own ship, they have. Being thrown off your own ship is like having your pants pulled down in front of casual acquaintances. It's a sad, sad thing. Now those robots have got their own pirate ship, and they're blasting away at each other. Well, now that you mention it, get up to my ship and use the cannons to single-handedly defeat the robot ship. Any questions? No, but if you do this, a golden spatula be your booty. Now get going. Have you done everything I told you yet? Well, get aloft there and get those robots!
Howdy, Mr. Dutchman, sir. It's me, SpongeBob, sir. But I'm not a Shell Scout. What's the matter? Is there anything I can do to make you feel better? Is that adorable hat available in a size 3? Not exactly. The graveyard of ships. Somewhere among this haunted mess, a fearsome specter waits. How much for peace and quiet? Yes, hilarious. Don't you have a platinum wisp to get? Whatever. There's one up there. Whatever it is, the answer is no. It's like a tag team of tragedy.
Howdy, Squidward! Ahoy there, Mr. Squidward! Swab the poop deck! That's golden spatula. Wow! Thank you, Squidward.
Ahoy there, SpongeBob! Swab the poop deck! Yes, well, it's a good one though, eh? Here's what you need to do. Destroy all the power generators on the robot ship. Once the power is off, you'll be able to shoot the Dutchman's cannons to destroy the robot ship. You need to destroy all the power generators on the robot ship. Remember, you have to align all the cannons on the Dutchman's ship so they will all fire together. Ahoy there, Sandy!
Top of the morning to you, Mr. Krabs.
Oh, I already did that joke with Squidward, Mr. Krabs.
Oh, sure is. Can and do, Mr. Krabs.
Ahoy there, SpongeBob!
I think I'll spatula. It's so nice and shiny. It reminds me of my first berry. Come back when you've got enough shiny objects to trade. Ahoy there, SpongeBob! As a faithful crew member of the Krusty Krab, you've been, promoted to head shiny object collector. That's right, a promotion. So what this here...
So that's actually, so there you go. You actually got it on camera. See, the glitch will fix itself. But that's actually not as long as it can go on for. It can read the disc for 27 hours if you. It can read a CD for, but it can go on for 10 minutes, 30 seconds, 5 hours. It's random. It won't end, and there you go. It did end. So we didn't even get to the Simpsons stuff. So obviously, it's always good if you want the files to play. I mean, look, this will read for a very long time. Like I've said, it's restarted. Now the reason why it's restarted is because if you played this game or know this game or heard of it, you have to collect the musical notes here, which are right here. And since I didn't collect them, now it's playing this. It's playing this again. It restarted itself. That's why I click. So yeah, you can't. Yeah. So now if I clicked all the notes and once it got to that dustbin part, then it would give up. Now it's not going to always give up in that area. Like I said, it's just random. You can read entire discs with this. Sometimes it bugs out immensely, where it read the disc for 27 hours or a very, very, very long time. Like, I can go to bed with this on my laptop, or I'll do this, I'll leave this on overnight, and it will keep going. The next morning, it's still reading the CD. Well, by that point, BFBB will be done. This game only has a couple levels and a couple extra deep data, so it will just be going. It'll be ended. But you can pause and swap with another disc. And unfortunately, I'm trying to find a way to read the whole slide free on Among Thieves. I can't get it to work because that game is so damn big, it won't finish it. It only gets to the. And I don't know how to access the freaking sound file. If I can get to the sound files of that game, I can actually swap them and mix them around or put them in BFBB. But that game is locked down tight. I can't even get into it. But see, there you go. So it did end. I think that's the only time you've seen that. Yeah, it does have an ending to it, but it would go on so damn long that if you manipulate the folder system, you can tell it what file to read. Like BFBB is really easy. Same with Movie Game and Scooby Doo. And Incredibles, because you can, well, Incredibles, I think the voice files are in different. But I'm familiar with BFBB, Scooby-Doo, and Movie game, since I mod those more. But you can, like, it'll always start reading, like, HB1, HB folder. Always an HB1 file. Well, what you can do is, let's say you don't want it to play everything. Let's say you want it to play none of these levels. Well, you can just put. Well, let's say you want to play the sound effects from Graveyard. All you do is just grab all the files and put it in a custom folder. Or you can just put it in this folder and it'll be like alphabetical order, basically. It will be wherever, yeah, that's how it works. So, or you can make a custom folder called HB1 and just dump it in here, like I've done for the higher levels. The higher levels, it doesn't play. The levels that are up here, it only plays the levels from here to here, from here all the way down. Now, like I said, you don't have to worry about this, because even if it does fix itself, well, no, you can play the entire BFBB disc. Sometimes it bugs it so bad it will read the entire game. Like, it will go through, you can even, I even did a modified game where I put all the files of every level I put it all in a custom folder and grabbed everything, so it would get to that folder, read everything from up here and everything down, and eventually go down to the next. It read the entire thing. But you see, sometimes there you go. See how it gave up. It will do that. I really wish there's a way to, if I can find a way to make this never go away. There might be a way to exploit the text box where it never disappears. I don't know if there's a way to lock the text before it keeps going. I haven't figured that out yet. If there is a way to do that, then we can make this glitch so it would never worry about fixing itself. But like I said though, it doesn't matter if it fixes itself too much, because you can get it will. I mean, yeah, after like I've said, it can go on for like hours and hours and hours reading a disc. So it won't, even if it does fix itself. By that point, you've pretty much played the entire. You pretty much played the whole game, or most of it. But like I said, if it doesn't read the entire disc, then try it somewhere else. Then it will read the entire disc. Except Sly on Among Thieves. That game you can't play. That's one game I can't get through the whole thing because that game has got too much deep data in the disc, and it goes through all the music files. Every level that has music files stored in the level files. And unfortunately, every stinking level they have the music files, and they go and every single. So you have to go through all the music files first all the cutscenes of Sly Free. Then it goes to the level files. I can't open the folder. I can't look at them. I'm guessing it does. Then it plays all the music. It goes in this order for the level files. Plays all the music from all locations and all the background surround sounds like water and things like that, like the hotel people, the plates, the people talking. I'm just talking about how it works. Then it will read more music from other interiors and more backgrounds. Yeah, it just goes on and on and on. Then it eventually gets to the voice files and plays the voice files from Sly Free, the level that you're in, and all the interior voice files of that episode. So up a fear, it will be like that. All the Octavian, all the characters. Then it will finish it. Then it will go on to the next level, like the Guru, Wumble Down Under. It will first play all the music. Then it will do the interior music, and it will play the same music again and again, over and over. Because every flippin' interior has all of the music stored in the files. It will even play the Guru theme music when you jump on top of, when you possess the enemies and jump on their back. It plays that in every flippin' interior for some reason. So you see what I'm saying? It takes forever to get to the voice files of every level. By the time you get to a Court Alliance, it gives up. Because there's too much shit it has to read. So I can't get through the entire Sly Free. That's the only game I've not been able to do that. That sucks. Because I want to play like Le Free and like all the other audio from the pirate name calling mini games. You're a bag of vomit. You're a pus face. You're all the things that those funny things you can play in the third game. I can't get to that level because I can't. It won't let me get to it. The only way I'm going to be able to get that level is to modify the CD. Because it doesn't. This game only reads for 27. The maximum amount of times it can read a disc, I think there is a maximum time. If it reaches 27 hours or around there, it gives up, which is pretty long, pretty ridiculous, honestly. But it even reads it. That's the longest time it can go on for that I've noticed. Yeah, I'm not making that up. If it bugs out enough, it will read the discs that long. That's not even a joke. But that's pretty rare. No, it's not actually. Most of the time it's like 20. It's like 18 or 20. But if it bugs out enough, it's 27 hours, and it's not random either. This text box with this game modified BFBB will always be until the Dutchman's Graveyard. My file that I showed you, it will give up there. Now, if I swap the files around, obviously it's going to be different because then I modified the disc again, so it'll be different. But this ain't going to cut it. So I'm going to have to go in the file, and I want to move the Hit and Run files and World Rage files, and I'm going to have to move them I'm going to move them in a different place because I want them to play. I want to see if the English Hit and Run you can even read with disc swapping, because I can never get that thing to work. You can only do it with the European version, and yeah, it's fine doing it with the European version. There's nothing wrong with it. It still has English dialogue, but the problem with it is it has all the other languages too. I don't want to play all the other languages. I just want to play the English language. So it goes through all the English languages. Well, at least it reads English first. But then if I want to get to the sound files, it has to go through all the Europe dialogue, all the French dialogue, all the Spanish. Yeah, and then it just takes forever. So if it only plays, hopefully the English game only has the English dialogue. Then again, I don't know if it might have all languages still. But sometimes it doesn't, so I'll have to check that. If it has all languages still, then, well, we have file manipulation. I've learned that with disk swapping. Like, just 4 months ago I learned that. So we don't have to deal with this, so... I don't have to play the voice files if I don't want to. Like, you know, this is the sound files, I think. Yeah, so this is these are the cars, and these are, I think, the gags and all the other stuff. Which I showed you a couple days ago. Cool video, by the way. You should check it out. It goes through all the gags, all Hans Mole Man. The picture, we take a picture of him. He goes, I'm blind now. I'm blind. Like all like the cars smashing, the coins, all the shit. I think is in there. But let's say, if you're going with the game, if you're doing the disc swapping with this game with the hit and run, OG normally without hacking like I do, you're gonna have to go through. This first time hacking hit and run, and putting it in BFBB folder. What you're going to have to do normally is it's going to read all the car sounds first. Then it's going to go through all the voice lines. If you're using the Europe version, it's going to go through all the English lines, which is fine. And then go through all the other languages, it's like 5 different languages. I'm not even making it up. It's like 4 or 5 different languages, for heaven's sake. Then it finally gets to the sound folder. But then it has to play 5 takes of the languages of those sound files. So the Jasper and the Freezer, Frostilicus, it's got all the English lines, then it has to go for all the French. Yeah, it's just, I just want the English dialogue, so hopefully this will fix that problem. Cause I don't speak the other languages, and I don't want to, I only care about the voice acting that's from my, like, region. I don't want it to play the other, it is kind of funny though, but at the same time I don't want it to do that when I'm doing the audio thing. So, I hope that fixes that stupid problem. But, I don't know how to get to the slide free files. It pisses me off because I can't play the other levels. I would make a video because you probably have noticed if you even have noticed. Every game I've done this with, I've showed you guys the entire audio most of the time. I think pretty much every game we've done it. We've done everything. Well, you're probably wondering why I haven't done it with slide free. Yeah, because you can't play the entire because it physically can't. I can't get through the flipping thing. It sucks because it always gives up. If it plays it for 27 hours or it gets that flipping file. Well, like I said, this isn't real time. This isn't real time on an emulator. On an emulator, you have turbo mode. You think I'm gonna do this on the actual console? No. No. Why would I want to do this on the actual console? It'll take ages. This in real time, without turbo mode, without its tools and assistances with emulator. Yeah, it'd be 27 hours to get to the file to get as far as it takes. No, I'm not kidding you. Some text boxes literally go on that long. He'll keep talking for that long. Because what's happening is Alfred, it thinks the game is like, it's stuck. And then it will eventually realize something's wrong and disable the text box. Or in this case, just restart it because we didn't collect the notes. See? So, that's what I'm saying though. So, it will eventually fix itself. But what you can do is, you don't have to worry about this for the most part because it reads it so damn long. You don't have to worry about not being able to play the game or anything because this is ridiculous. It reads the disc so damn long that you can read entire games with this. Only problem is if the game has too much data, it's gonna give up. Like Sly 3, for example. If Sly 3 didn't have the same music files in every single level, go through all the same songs 6 separate times, then get to the voice files, and I would be able to play the entire thing. Probably, but it takes too long on each level, doing all that stuff. By the time I get to Quarter Alliance, it's hit the maximum amount of time that it reads the game for. For whatever reason, there is a maximum amount of time it reads a disc for, and that's for some bizarre reason 26 hours. That's the maximum amount of time it can go. Then it will give up. You can't get past it. You can't get near it. You can't go over that. It will give up. I've tried to manipulate it. I've tried to get past it, and you can't. There's a certain point it will give up. And that's the maximum time it reads it for. If there's a way to get past it, I don't know. But like I said, I can hack this, so I can just take the files out like I do here and just make them play whatever I want. For most games, anyway. But flipping Sly Cooper games are locked down tight. I can't get in there. You don't need to open the files. If you could just get to the file that says, for example, SFX sounds, or car sounds, dialogue. If you see a file that's called that in one of your favorite games you want to disc swap with this game, all you have to do is just copy it, put it in BFBB PS2, like I did, like what I did, and you launch this game and then you swap with this, your modified game. And once it reaches that folder, this stuff will play for you. So yeah, you can manipulate it. You can tell it to load things. So I always the games I know how to take the files out. I'm gonna do it this way from now on. I don't want to have to go through all the flipping stuff just to get to the voice files. It's annoying. Like all this bullshit static. So that's why I actually just. Well, yeah, you play running with BFBB does that. Yeah, but it's only a little bit though. It's like 30 seconds. You know, it's like if I use turbo mode, it's like a minute, 2 minutes. That's it. Then it's at the voice files because they're hip and hop files. So unfortunately with BFBB, you're stuck with a little bit of the audio static because the voice files are in the level files. So yeah, you're gonna have to deal with that. But some games, it's nice. I love the games that aren't like that, like Hit and Run, and a lot of other games like Over the Hedge and stuff. Because if you grab the voice file, you can just play it. All the characters' voice clips, one by one. You can just listen to all the characters and all the quotes they say, and just listen to it. You don't have to deal with all the stinking other stuff that has to be played to get to it. Because that's the problem with disc swapping in this game, is it reads everything, even the stuff even deep files that you don't want it to. No, there's some files it will ignore. But most times it's going to read everything. It reads literally everything. Like, I don't know how this game is the way it is, but yeah. At least now you know what I'm talking about. So if someone tries this glitch and says, "Why does it fix itself?" It does. See, now you know what I'm talking about. It doesn't go on forever. No, there is a maximum. It's like 5 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 seconds, 5 hours, 27 hours. Yeah, there's a certain random amount of times it will read the disk for. It's not random. This text box with my modified BFBB, this game I'm using right now will be that amount of time. Now, if I use a different game with this text box, it will be a different amount. No, this text box isn't the same with every game. Every game will be a different. This text box is different with every game. And if you modify the disk, this text box will be different because you've changed something. No, I'm not making this up. If you go in here and just change one little thing, then you run the game through this. It's going to change how this acts. So yeah, I know a lot about how this game works, how this glitch works. So it's actually pretty in depth with this. You can do a lot of things with it, like what you want to. You can mess with it, and honestly, it's sick as hell because you can use this glitch stuff. This is basically a sound test feature. Well, basically, it is a sound test feature. It's like when you make YouTube videos of all sound clips of Mario 64, or all sound clips of Barn Nerd, all voice clip, all voice clip. Yeah, you know how people put that on YouTube and you can just listen. People make videos of. I love when people do that, by the way. I love when people do that, put that on. But yeah, this game lets you do that yourself. You don't have to use a hacking tool. You don't need Audacity. You just need to grab the files, or just some games you can just swap out right and play them. Other times the files are really far deep in the CD, and if you want to get them quickly, like I do now, that's what I do. I don't have to play the entire hit and roll. I don't have to play through But some games are locked down tight. Like I can't get to the voice files or the sound files from slide 2 and 3 because the game's locked down tight. And I asked other people that mod BFBB, they know about it, and he doesn't know how to do that either. So I don't know if anybody knows how to open these files. Please let me know. Well, this is not slide 3, but I'm just asking if anybody knows how to open these kind of files. Because I'm going to start asking everyone on the internet. Because I'm pissed off at this. It's bothering me that I don't know how to open these. And there's only a total line for this. There's not one person that shows this off. And people make videos of all the voice files and sounds of various games. Are they doing this, or are they just downloading them from the internet? Is there a website I can get slide 2 files? Because I don't see it. I see slide 1, I don't see the 2 and 3 on there. For some reason, they don't put the other things on there. Like, damn it, dude. Because I want to play like the other levels with this glitch on. Like Chipmunk free, Chipmunk the last 2 levels. You can't get to a quarter line. You can't get to the pirate level. I don't know what it's called now. I forget. And the last level where you just go in the vault and defeat Dr. M and shit. Yeah, you can't read those last 3 levels because it won't let you get to them. And I've been trying for months and months trying to get that slide 3 to do that, and I can't figure it out, and I can't get it to work because I can't. If I could simply just go in the game and take the file out I want to use, I could do that, but I can't get in there. It's annoying, bro. It's the only game that's because Sucker Punch seems to put so much data in the disc, dude, that by the time you get to a certain part of the game, it's done. because it reaches the maximum disk drop limit for this game. Yeah, there is a disk drop limit, time limit for this, but it goes on so damn long that you can, like I said, it won't always meet the disk for the longest period of time it can, 26 hours, but you can, and when it does, it will never, once it reaches the 26 mark, it will give up. It will never get past, it's like 26 plus 30 seconds, then it will give up. No, 26 hours and then maybe a half an hour on top of it, then it will give up. Yeah, that's the amount of time it goes on for, and I've timed it because obviously like I left it on overnight and like idly, and I've played my ever consoles or just done ever modding. On my laptop I tested this at one point, and I checked the time when I started it, and when it ended, the maximum I know a text box that goes on that long, so I timed it, and then I finally found Neverspot that did it. Yeah, it will always do it. That's the maximum amount of time it does it, then it gives up. So you can't get past that amount of time. You can go around that amount of time, but you can't get past that amount of time. But like I said, most games you'll be able to hear the entire voice clips and audio before that point. But some games have so much data in them you can't get to them in time. And then most of the time you can just go in the files and just grab them and make them play it like I do now. Yeah, you can do that. You don't have to like turn this on and do this. And then have it just come back after, until when it gets to the voice files. No, you can just grab the voice files all the way and use them. And then you do have to get to them a little bit. Like I said, when you disk swap BFBB, it is gonna start reading the HB folder. So you're gonna have to go through a couple. You can remove some levels though, because this is just for disk swapping. Who cares? Right? I removed like some of the levels. We don't have all the way up to the theater in here. If you do have all levels, you're going to have to go through every single one. Like you see in this video, I go through in order. All Goo Lagoon, that's what's going to happen. But you can put your custom file in the folder below it. Well, I didn't do that for this, but you get the point. You would put in HB. You can make a folder called HB1, so it goes from this to this, and then whatever's in this file, if you put custom stuff in it, like right here, B contains Hit and Run stuff. And the follow wall called sounds contains road rage stuff. So, yeah, you can put, once it reaches that file, it's going to play it. So I was saying I'm going to have to move. I only did this, there's no reason to do this because you don't have to do this with Hit and Run though, or road rage, because they both start reading the good files you want to play. The sounds, the voices and the sounds. You don't have to worry about this. But the problem is, the English game doesn't work at all. So I'm gonna try just grabbing these files that are audio files and see if it will read them if I do this trick. Because if it does, then good. I don't have to deal with the other languages anymore, which is nice. Because I don't want to play all languages. I want to play just the English dialogue. I don't want to play all the other stuff if I don't have to when I do this glitch. So, and this is all the road rage stuff. So it sounds. And the cars and smashing will probably be in this, but the dialogue is in this one. And then, can't see right now, but you get what I mean. It's fun glitch, dude. I love messing with this. And yeah, I do this game the most, because this is the game, why would I do this with ever games when I can play entire disc with this? Or like, most times you can. This is something you can straight up do, and it's fun. So, alright. It's a really cool glitch I found, and, well, I didn't find it. Someone else did. I'm subscribed to him. He does the swapping. I don't know if he knew you could play the entire. Yeah, I don't know, but he made a video on it, and it made me wonder. This is too long. I think there's something wrong with this game. I think it keeps reading it. Yep, I was right about it. It does. It's insane. Yeah, there is a cutoff point. 27 hours. That's the longest amount of time I can read disc for. That's the cut. There might be you might be able to get past that point, but I've never been able to do it. If I gotta figure out a way to swap the files for slide free, or if there's a way to break these text boxes. I don't know if there's a way to do that, so you can jam them up so they don't disappear, or the audio doesn't. I wish there's a way to do this. There might be a way to break this somehow. I haven't figured it out yet. If I could figure out a way to jam them up and hard lock the text box so it won't end. If there's a way to do it, if there's a way to overload it or something. Like jam it up somehow. Don't know if you can though. If you can do it, then I don't have to worry about this. There might be a way to do it. If I can figure that out, or someone else figures that out, if they want to mess with this game, yeah, make a video on it if you figure that out. But the only way you would know that, first of all, you have to find a text box that reads and find out how long it goes on for. Then once it cuts off and gives up, then you have to try to figure out a way to make it not give up. So if you do it again and it doesn't give up with the same game and it doesn't give up at that point it did before, you know you did it. But I don't know how to jam it up. So it's aggravating. I do a lot of testing of this game. You think this game is just open disk swapping and then there you go play? No, because this game is not as easy as you think. You have to find the pitches of voices you want to use. Like you want it to be deep voices, you want it to be normal voices. You have to play the damn game and find the right text box you want to use for disk swap. This isn't just play the game and there you go. You have to play. You have to figure out how long it reads it for. What is a good text box to use to swap the disc? Yeah, it's not just. It is a bit of thing you have to do with this game. I have to do some work to get this stuff to work. I have to figure out how this shit works. Like I can't just load the. Yeah, if you load a text box that doesn't read that long, it's going to give up before it reads all the files of all the hit and run audio. I have to manually find a text box that goes on for a very long time, so I know I can play all the voices and all the sounds and all the car sounds. If I don't use a long text box that goes on that long, it's going to give up pre reading the voice clips, where it's not even finished with them. And I don't want to give up halfway. I want to play all of it. So I have to find the right voice file, the right text box that doesn't give up, so I can play everything. This isn't just, it's not as easy as it might look. This is a pain in the ass, actually. You have to figure out, once you know what text box to use with certain games, then you can do it. You can also pause storage the audio. I already talked about how that works. It's hard to explain how this works. You have to really try it. You can like disable the disc check error feature, and then you can pause the game. You can swap with a game, and then you can pause and swap with another game. And it will keep the voice, the pitch and the text box will be the same text box you were using. Because you can do that. And it will end the same amount of time. It's hard to explain this. There's a lot of ways you can play with this glitch. It's pretty, there's a lot of things you can do with it. I have to do a lot of testing before making videos on this stuff half the time. But there you go. If you watch to that point, it did give up. That time it did. So, it does give up. Sometimes it will give up. But then other times you can play through the entire game. It doesn't matter with BFBB though. The BFBB and other games, I can just I can make the files I can move them around. So it doesn't really matter if you can move them around. It doesn't matter if it gives up, because you can just then go on the disc and switch the order so you can play the other files you didn't get to play. It's not a big deal unless you're Sly Cooper games where you can't even game the flipping folders. Of course, there's other games that are archived, but those games are just locked down tight. For heaven's sakes, how did you even get to them? Frig off, bro. Because I can't even... I want to play the West of Sly free with this glitch with this game, and I can't do it. And it's annoying. So if anybody that watches this video to this point, if you know how to access Sly Free's files, please help me with this. I'm really asking you, if you know how to do this, please help me with this, because I'm getting annoyed with this shit. I've been trying to figure this out for I don't know, flipping how long. It's annoying. Because I want to finish that game. And I can't. I can't play the other levels because it won't go on that long to finish it. I can't get to the files to even switch anything around because I can't open the damn folders. It's the one game I can't figure out and it makes me frustrated. So if you know how to do it, please let me know. Because I always help people out with, if you need help with something, I always help you out with things. So if anybody knows how to do this stuff, please help me out with it, because I don't know how it works. And I'd like to make that video on Sly Freeze, the rest of the game because you probably have noticed that if you have noticed, it's kind of subtle. Every game that we've done this with, I play everything. I've done all the voice files for you and all the sounds, because why not do everything? If I can, I will. Or split it to multiple videos. One or the other. Most times I make one big video because I don't want to make 10 videos on the same thing. So I just make one big video on it. Because I don't want to make my channel like the same thing, same game like 20 times. So that's why I make the videos very long to get it done. But like, I can't get through the flipping thing. Sly Free is the only game. If you probably have noticed that I have not played through the entire Sly Free. Yeah, because I can't play the whole thing. it only gets to the maximum amount of time it reaches the CD is by the time it gets to a Code Alliance, it gives up. So you can't play the Panda King, you can't play the asshole General Shao, you can't play the west of that level, you can't play the pirate level, the level of Lafree and Dimitri, and yeah, all the cool stuff, all the rest of the game you can't get to. All of it. And that's a problem, because I want to play the rest of the game on here and make a video on that. I think, and I haven't found a way to access. If I can get to Sly Free's audio, I can then grab the folder that says, if there's a folder called levels or maps or whatever, and I can probably grab that, and then I can look for the level called 6 or 5, or if it's just called the name of the level. Like I don't know how to get to the Sly Free folder, so I don't know what the names of the files are. But I can just grab, okay, we were at a Code Alliance, so that's level 4. So if it's grab that one or whatever, and then I can grab those level 4, 5, and 6, and those are the last few levels. But I can't get to the file, so I can't play the whole thing. It sucks because I want to play the rest of it, and I can't get that damn thing to work. So. And there's no videos online. I can't even download. I can't even go on YouTube and record the audio on YouTube because no one's made a video on Sly Free's audio on its own. I can't even do that. No way. I can't even do that stuff. It's like, damn it, bro. That's the one game that I have not been able to work around this. Scooby-Doo, Mystery Mayhem, and the Simpsons game. And Ice Age, we thought we couldn't do it. I got those to work by manipulating the files. You guys wouldn't even got Ice Age video if I didn't figure that out. You wouldn't have got to hit the Simpsons game video if I didn't figure that out. Because I figured out how to manipulate the files. But with Slide 3, I can't get in there. Slide 2, I can't get in there either. But Slide 2, I can play everything. Sometimes. Slide 2, I told you, the Slide Cooper games have so much data in them. It doesn't have the time to get through the entire thing. Because those games are the only games I know of that are so damn long. There's so much deep data in the CDs. It takes forever. It's too bad this game doesn't just play the audio. It reads everything off the disc. Off the ever disc. Literally. Everything that's included in the files and everything that's in them. It's a mess. It's hilarious, but it's really cool, honestly. So, unfortunately, Sly Free, I wanted to play it and do that. If I ever figure that out, you will actually tell me with that. I will make the rest of Sly Free video, but I can't do that, because I can't. Yeah, it only goes. The last level it completes is Flight of Fancy. Then after it gets to a Code Alliance, it plays some music and then it gives up. Because it won't let me play the rest of it. Yeah, that's what really does truly suck. I want to play the rest of the game and I can't get to the files, so I'm going to have to ask everybody under the sun. And I wish somebody would make a video on this stuff, like just showing you how to access some PS2 game files that are encrypted, because I don't know how to get to them. Or if a Sly Free level editor came out. Well, I need something like Industrial Park where I can just open the files and like grab and export stuff raw, maybe. But I don't think you can export it. No, you can. I've done it with BFBB. I did the voice files on their own one time. I put them in a folder. You guys, I made a video on that like, I think the springtime. People thought that was interesting. Yeah, I remember I told you guys I grabbed all Larry's lines, all Puff's lines, some Goo Lagoon, and just put them in a folder, and it played them. Once it got to that folder, it played them. Yeah, so I've done the last few months, 4 or 6 months, I've been really messing with this game, learning more how to manipulate this glitch, because you can do a lot with this glitch once you know how it works. It's not as easy as you think. You do have to play with it, and you have to learn how it works, because it's not as you have to know how to control it, because you can't just tell it to read the voice files in Chipmunk. You have to know what voice file plays that helium voice, what voice file plays this. Some games are too fast by default, so you have to swap the game with a deep voice to make it not so fast with the EverDisc, so it's not as fast. You have to know how this glitch works. I know how it works because I've been messing with it for probably like over a year at this point, 2 years at this point, learning it and perfecting it and trying to learn how you can play around with it. And I've come a long way with this glitch. I just don't know how to get to Sly Free's files so I can play the rest of it, and it makes me annoyed because I want to make that video of the files that are in that game. Everything else, most PS2 games, the makers actually have the file. Yeah, these are encrypted. If Sly Free, it doesn't matter though, because you can still grab the file name that says sounds and stuff, and once you put that file in, it's going to read the stuff that's in it. but I can't get the slide freeze file because the entire game is encrypted. The entire game is. Like, you open the slide free folder of 7-zip, it just says slide free. If you try to, you can't get into the folders at all. So if you disk swap a slide free raw, it's gonna play all the cutscenes first, which takes flipping forever. Then it's gonna get to the level files. By the time it gets to level 4 at Core Alliance, it gives up. So I can't play the other levels with this glitch. I want to hear the other levels, and I can't get to them. So, whip slide free glitch, everybody just swap a slide free apparently, because I can't play the rest of it. Which really, well, yeah, I will get it working at some point. But if you know how to do that stuff, how to access the archived PS2 game files, then please I'll know that, because I don't know how that works. I appreciate it, because I want to make this video on that stuff. So, if not, if you guys in my community don't know this stuff, I'm gonna have to ask every single person on the internet that does tech videos, and that's gonna be very annoying. Oh boy. But anyway, thanks for watching this video. It was cool to show you this, but yeah, that slide free thing's just legit making me annoying because I want to do the rest of that game, but I can't get it to work. Slide 1, no, okay, debatably even Slide 1 we can't play the entire thing, but Slide 1 that's fine, because you can go online and download voice files on the internet. You can go on a website and download them, so I can then export them all as PS2, put them in BFBB file, and then do the disk swap that way. I can do it with Slide 1, I can do it with that. There's a way to do that. But Slide 3, I don't think Slide 2 and 3 even have... Slide 2 I can play the entire game sometimes. There's ways I can do it, and I showed you guys videos on it. The chocolate one, 1.60, Alfred's first text box, you can do it. When it talks about the paint guards, you can do it there. With 1.60 PSX2. Apparently the newer emulators, that text box acts differently with that game. Yep. It's also the emulation too. Some of the stuff, guys, won't work the same as you. If you try the newer emulator, some of the stuff will be a little different because its emulation does make some of the stuff act a little different. So, if you want this stuff to be effective the way I do it, you're going to have to use the 1.60 emulator or the older ones. Yes, I did try the latest nightly version. Some of the text boxes behave differently than yeah, I know how this glitch works, guys, as you can tell. I've been messing with this shit for a while, so I know how it works. I know more about this glitch than you probably know, than you probably think, because I've been messing with it for like 3 years at this point. To find out how it works. Because it's interesting. I mean, I don't know any other game under the sun that lets you play entire discs. Just scan the files. It's sick, dude. I mean, why would I not want to learn this? It's so cool. And you just think you have to learn how it works and how to manipulate it. Because it's not as easy as you think. You can't just load a game and expect it to play the entire disc because it won't. You have to know what voice file, what line will read that long. Alfred, this line might read only 10 minutes, so it won't read the entire disc. So you have to find another voice line that goes on longer. Yeah, most voice lines go on very long, so you don't have to worry about that. But some will give up earlier than you want them to. AKA, you can't play the whole game. So that's how it works. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. See you guys next video. Bye.